Morning, it is day 21. Woo! It was cold. It was cold last night. I mean, not near freezing or anything like that, but for us on the trip.
It was definitely, at least it felt like it was in the 30s.
Get over here. Felt like it's in the 30s, but I don't know if it was in the 30s or not. It could have been, I guess.
Well, the wind chill at least was.
Yeah, because it was like that last night even. Yeah. So anyway, so we got out at 7:05. It was cold. We were just enjoying our coffee and
I didn't want to get out of my sleeping bag.
We didn't want to get out of sleeping bag. So it wasn't the all-time slowest, but pretty close. So hey, let me show you the view here real quick. So this is kind of on top of our hill. We camped. Oh, I didn't even show the campsite. Dang. But we can see a lot further today. See things that we couldn't see yesterday. So yeah, so today, really for the rest of the trip, we're going for 18-mile days. Today, as you mentioned last night, we have like a 12-mile water carry. We have another shorter one too, but and then we're gonna camp in the middle of that, which means we got to carry a lot of water because we not only have to carry it for hiking on both ends of the water carry, but then nighttime and breakfast. So we're going to carry more water than we have the entire trip. Probably we're probably going to carry like 2.5 liters. We have the capacity to do like 3.
Oh.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Because I've been carrying 2.5 for.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, when you max.
Yeah,
oh, that's right. Because
you
have.
luck out.
Yeah.
I use more of my water for dinner.
Yeah. Hey, check out this mountain. It went right in front of us. That thing is gnarly looking.
I think that might be.
Huh?
It's one of the. I think it's a 13er.
Yeah, it's up there. Anyway, so we got that, but we have a trailhead in literally like a half a mile. What is that? Bike.
Oh.
Man, we didn't know what that was. Have a great day, man. Oh boy.
Good start.
Yeah, great start. God, what's this like? It didn't even look coherent.
He seemed annoyed at us.
No, well, good. Anyways, so we were saying, oh yeah, about a half a mile down is a trailhead, and it's hard to walk. It's kind of muddy and rocky.
I'm slipping.
Yeah, we don't want to slip on this stuff. Anyway, there's a trailhead, and there's a pit toilet, probably trash. So that's going to be nice. So good morning for day 21. Oh, by the way, it's not supposed to rain now for like forever, for a while. So we're pretty stoked about that. We learned from Gabrielle, who tried this experiment one morning with her, I don't know, morning stuff. So instead of just coffee, we bought some like hot chocolate. So each morning we got a little thing of hot chocolate and like a Starbucks Via, and we about 3/4 of a liter. Shake that up. It's like this mocha, man. So not only do we get some needed caffeine, but we get the chocolate.
Calories.
Yeah, oh, and some calories. That's right. And then so when we're done with this, then we'll put the normal electrolytes in, which for me is that Celsius, and I got that matcha powder stuff, the green stuff. Mm-hmm. And man, more caffeine. I'm on fire then until lunchtime. Lunchtime today. Oh, what am I having lunchtime? Super good.
You're having cheese and.
Oh, I'm having cheese and crackers. I got these Trader Joe's rye crackers Katrina brought for me that I love, and then we got some cheese sticks. Yeah. So that's gonna be epic.
I've got cheese sticks and peanut butter.
Oh, that's gonna be good. Super good.
More Fritos, but I think I'm saving my Fritos for when I have the tuna.
Oh yeah, I have the little pretzel cheese thing or peanut butter. I didn't do Fritos. First time ever, no Fritos. But I'll definitely get some next time.
I just have my leftover Fritos.
Yeah.
So it's really not a ton.
Are they like completely, pulverized?
Yeah, but that's fine because I usually stick them in the tuna pack.
Oh, that's perfect.
Because I just want the like little salty crunch in there.
Yep,
And I'm usually crunching them up before I put them in anyways.
Oh, well, there you go. So they're pre-crunched,
Yeah.
pretty optimized. So of course we can see a lot more this morning, but
Yeah, not orange.
okay, we couldn't see that at all. The big one behind it.
13,900 feet.
Whoa, that's almost 14,000.
Yeah.
So that was Mount Ore. We were basically in the clouds then. Yeah, we couldn't see it, which was a big bummer. Everyone knew it was there till she's like, oh, we can't see this mountain. That looks pretty cool. Looks like a volcano, kind of. Not just because of the, look at how the moisture just appears at the top.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Oh, there's a cabin down there.
Yeah.
Huh. Is that like living, like for real now, or is that historic?
No, I think you can actually, like, you know, similar to the lean-to thing. You can
Oh.
stay in there.
Oh, that's cool. This is gonna be an interesting day. We got rainbows in the fog.
Oh, wow.
You can see that, it goes all the way up there. And we have cows all around, around us through campsites. A number of, that's the sect. These guys are biking to our left. We were talking to a guy came down on us. Actually, a pretty nice guy. Once I talked to him a while when you were in the.
Oh, you did?
But he looked perturbed when he was coming down the trail on us. I'm like, actually, he's supposed to yield to us.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's doing 100 miles a day,
So
and he's gonna finish this thing in like,
6 days?
yeah. I don't know how that's humanly possible. Most people you talk to, they do around, they want to do at least 50 miles a day.
Yeah, so
And he's
usually it
going
takes,
for
like,
100.
I think like 9 to 11 days.
Yeah. So this guy's really going for it.
You know what?
All right, so we are on our first kind of cruise here. Sun is not on us, so it's a little cooler. It's super wet, the ground. Thankfully, we're not like rubbing up against the greenery. So we're pretty high elevation for that. We're at just 11.1,
Yeah,
somewhere around there. So we're nice and high, which is nice. I like it. The foliage is usually, it's not so dense, and it's just, I don't know, I just like it better. So a lot more trees, or you know, what, evergreens kind of thing. I like that. So we're climbing now, but most of the day is just going to be up and down, just kind of cruising. Should be like zero stress, just a long walk. I am really looking forward to that. Been pretty stressful hiking in the way. A lot to think about, be concerned about. Now we can just kind of walk. On this a little bit of sun, kind of sparkly. Hey. I like all the little
water.
sparkly, though it's hard to see in the video.
You know? Oh, for me, I thought, like, is it frozen?
Is it frozen? It kind of looked almost like it. It's a little noble fir.
Yeah, so a lot of the, like, alive trees are the firs versus the pine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. That's really beautiful. Rain makes for beautiful trees. Ooh. Sparkle. Looks like we got a trail junction. Colorado Trail. Saguchi.
What's one of the towns you can stop in?
It sounds 26 miles. Must be motorized, non-motor. Oh, nice. Okay. And it's just after 8:30. Must be making good time. It's not that late, but it feels like we've covered a lot of ground.
Yep. We may not have needed to get all that water.
I know. I'm carrying 3/4 now for sure, almost a liter. Yeah. So I saw this mountain a while ago. Oh, it's interesting, like 2 mountains.
Yeah.
And then the fog came in and I couldn't see it at all. So I figured we'd get it now. We figure it's almost 1,400. I mean, kind of unique. Look at that. It's gorgeous. So the fog's slowly starting to dissipate. Temperature's still really cool. I still have my puffy on, but I took all the multiple layers on my head off to put my hat on, so it's getting warmer. There's a lot of people on this trail because again, mountain bikers on this one. I don't know if we had no motorized. I don't think we can have motorized on this one.
I think we can now.
We can't. They
That
came back
last
on.
little section, I think it could.
Oh, okay. Maybe because of the cows. They don't want them around the cows. Anyways, so yeah, so we got CDT, CT, guys doing the mountain bike trail, people just doing hiking like us, and there's local hikers too, day hikers. Saw some of those because of the trailhead. So there's a lot going on right here. Plus, it's not super gnarly up or downhill either. I don't think so. It attracts a lot more people, and you got massive peaks around you, so it's really beautiful. Yeah. Blue sky, look at that. Woo. Oh yeah. Nice little view now. That's almost like a range right there. Yeah, looks like we're gonna top out here and go over something.
Well, we're gonna like turn
Oh, really?
this
Go up
way,
and around?
and then again we're gonna like.
Sweet. All right. Found a nice little spot here to dry our stuff off. We got our tents out. My tent was flying in there like a parachute. Yeah, we got stuff out, warming up, drying out. It's a little chilly though with that
My
wind
body
though.
can't decide what temperature it wants.
Yeah, exactly. This was on the right side of us when we were walking. It's super cool. It's other people drying their stuff out, setting up their tents. It's pretty funny. All right, we had a nice stop, dried off. Everything's pretty much packed up now. And the weather, I still have my frog. I put my frog talks on just in case. The air's pretty chilly today, but you can see though that the view here is just spectacular. Oh, let me clear the lens. There we go. I should have done that before. Some dust on it. Super nice. Very nice morning.
Put my socks.
Whew. Where to put the socks?
I'd love to have them.
It's always the question. Well, we are back on the trail, and you can see Gabrielle's is crushing that. It's like Quinn's in front of us right now. Andrew's like way in front. Gabrielle noticed that, like, I don't know, 90%, if not more, of the trees are dead. It's like a dead forest. It's really sad. We were talking about it, and I just wondered that, you know, what if they just like set fire to it? I know it sounds really weird, but just let it burn, and it'll be reborn then. But yeah, it's really sad. Meadows are beautiful. Air is still pretty chilly. There's our trail. I think we're heading for a notch over there, maybe. This is where we came from yesterday. There's the mountain that we couldn't see. What was that called again?
Ouray or something like that.
Ouray. What was that?
Ouray.
It's like war, you know. And that's what we see to our left, as well as the big unnamed mountain right there. Really nice. Lots of views. So I don't know if you saw in the other videos, but there was a couple there, and they had a little bit of a, you know, sorry to say, I couldn't tell if it was New Zealand or Australia. So I asked them, I said, hey, where are you guys from? They said, Australia. I said, well, where? They said, Canberra. So that was nice. We talked to them about Australia, beauty and the killer insects and stuff like that. Really nice. So we might be flip-flopping with them. I'm not sure. They're going to Durango also. So that was really nice. I'm telling you.
That looks pretty flat.
Yeah, that's where we're coming from. That's the mountain that was shrouded yesterday. It's getting shrouded again today. Clouds coming at us.
Oh, you can see the trailer there.
Oh yeah. Oh, that looks like that's the guy. So trail's over there. It's a whole different area, isn't it?
Yep.
It looks a lot warmer and drier and spread out. Yeah, wow. Nice. Woo. Very nice trail. Look at this. Woo. Nice meadow. So this is kind of the saddle. I think we're going down to the saddle or the pass and then kind of back up and around. We just went up for a while. Now we're kind of cruising flat. You see the terrain is changing quite a bit. Whoa. Which it, we thought it was going to do that. I'm sure it's going to look even different right when we get around the corner. I can see some of those kind of fog clouds in front of us, so I'm a little concerned about that. Not for danger, just because it just destroys our views and it gets cold, wet. Well, it's about 11 a.m. and we're on a fierce downhill right now. Not sure when that's going to stop. See, everything's a little different. Keep dropping, everything changes. It's a really pretty forest. It's nice that the sun's out, got all sorts of bright greens. Trail's pretty rocky and messed up, but that's because motorcycles, mountain bikes, and hikers can go on this. Yeah, we're just kind of at a ridge and yeah, now it's
I'm sure it got worse the last couple of days.
wow, a lot of rocks. Oh wow, look at that. Ooh. Well, we're getting lower and lower. So Gabrielle said we were up at 11.6 was the top, G?
A little bit above that, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed when I looked, I was 11.4. I'm like, oh, because we were climbing this morning. It's kind of slowly but surely. Now we're dropping down below 10, you said?
No, it's like at around 10.6. 10.
Oh, good. It gets weird when you get below 10. It's not like you're in the mountains, or at least around here. It's kind of different.
And then you're protected, but you'd have a good breeze.
Yeah, if it's all this campsite right on right off the trail, but it's like right off of the edge. Basically, it drops off, so you got a view across the valley. Probably have dinner out here somewhere. It'd be really nice. Yeah, probably some other ones. See, we're like on this, kind of on this rim or this edge right now. Probably be able to see more coming up. Yeah.
Like over there somewhere.
Yeah. Kind of straight ahead over here somewhere.
Yeah, it's like straight, basically.
Yeah. Woo. I don't think we're going down here, are we? We're kind of more to the left.
I think so.
But it might be that kind of terrain,
Yeah.
which would be super fun.
It's gonna be, you know, not random uphill.
Yeah.
Like kind of like that where you have
Yeah.
short uphill.
Well, this is a little more hiking than what I thought it was going to be like today. Without that uphill we just did. Yeah, I was thinking it's going to be more kind of cruising in the, you know, in a lot of space between the trees. Kind of campsites all over, wherever you want. Just super chill. Not a lot of rocks in the trail like this. So I can't really like daydream and concentrate. Or I mean, I have to concentrate. So I can't, it's hard to think about other stuff. Which I kind of like to do sometimes on the trail, you know? Yeah, exactly. I can't go cruise control. I can now, but before, man, if I did that, I'd be on my face so fast. Not be good for anybody, especially me. Whew. 11:54. We're cruising. So I'm walking off the trail right now, going toward the rim. We're like on some kind of a rim that we can't really see because we're on it. Yeah, I can't really tell. We're like on this edge this whole time. To the right of us, it's been this. Whew. We're getting closer to some kind of a saddle or pass. It's like there's some kind of saddle or pass we're headed toward. It looks really beautiful in front of us. I suspect we go right or left though. Could be, maybe the water's down in this valley coming up. Don't know. Yeah, so we just shifted into the aspens. Gabrielle says around the corner and down is the water. But I don't really need any water though. But that's where we're gonna have to stop and relax for a couple of minutes. So we got the trail, and this is to our right, so we just had to take a look. So the water must just be like right down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of trees. Trees are like pretty much alive.
It kind of goes in waves.
It does.
Dead ones up there.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Woo! But yeah, there's a hiker up there. Yeah. Yeah, so we're kind of out of the aspens for the moment. Switch back into whatever tree is different.
Oh, yeah.
We got less than a mile of water then. Here the grasshoppers going.
0.9.
0.9.
I know. I mean, we have plenty of water. It's not like we have to. It takes out another stop.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could eat here, but then probably it's nice here, sunny, but on the trail it's like an aspen tunnel. All right, we made it to water and having a party here.
And I got breakfast essentials from the hiker box, so I put that in there too. And it's
Oh,
just like,
breakfast essentials. That's what we were looking for.
but I only
Where'd you
always
find
like
that?
the 32 pack, and I'm like, no.
We've
I
been
didn't
trying
even
to
know if
find
they were.
breakfast
So
essentials.
Yeah, where'd you guys get that?
next time, we're splitting a big 32 pack.
Because you can't find them.
All right, just finished a nice lunch, hanging out with a bunch of folks. Really nice, good time. And it's 1:50 now, so we've been, although we started a little bit later too. So we have about 2.25 to get our last water for 12 miles. And then we'll probably go in the middle there. So we might have 8 miles left, maybe. Something like that for the day. Because how far have we gone already, G? Probably. Yeah. Oh yeah. So that'll be plenty. Anyway, so we got various reports about the water quality coming up. So that's going to be interesting. But no afternoon thunderclouds, so that's a treat. Of course, with about everything, the good news is there's no thunderclouds. Bad news is that sun is beating down on us now. So we put some sunscreen on, which was kind of delightful because we haven't done that in quite a few days now. Yeah, I met a new guy. I don't even think I got his name, but it's really great, very encouraging guy. Yeah, lives in Colorado Springs. Anyway, I'll tell you more about that later. So we're stoked, we're healthy, we're ready to go, refreshed. Got the whole afternoon before us. Who knows what's going to happen within those next couple hours. Hike on. Super nice hike right now. It's not that steep. Got some air blowing. The air temperature is really nice, so it's keeping us cool. Gabrielle's having a great conversation with the guy in front of her. I still do not know his name yet. Because him and his wife, they used to live in Portland, so he knows the whole area in the Oregon coast, so that's kind of fun. He's done the PCT and some other stuff, so having a great conversation. It's like a cabin up there. Something. We haven't got to the water source yet. Probably gonna get pretty close though. It's just a beautiful afternoon for a hike. This is just gorgeous. For my life, basically, I tend not to video. I've not encountered this yet, like this before. Yeah, give lots of room. Try not to step in the poop.
Even the babies have been tagged.
Oh yeah. All right. Hey. Well, that one we saw this morning, it was like going in somebody's camp. Was that your camp?
No.
Oh. All right, well, we got the water. It tastes a little metallic, slightly tannin-ish. Tastes a little bit like iron. And we're hoping, the cows didn't actually pee and poop in the water. That water looks kind of okay. Smells like cow. So our soil filter should filter everything out except for the taste. So we'll have to report back tomorrow on how it all goes, huh? So we're carrying a lot of water now, at least for us. I probably have about 2 3/4 liters. So do the math, 2.2 pounds per liter. That's extra weight, so I can definitely feel that. How much do you have, G?
I've somewhere in between 2.5 and 3.
Yeah, pretty similar. So, but man, we can feel it. So we have, it's about 3 o'clock now.
It's like 4 miles.
We have about 4 miles. And we go up for a while and then down, or? We've got to hike out of this place.
Like 1.5 miles more back.
Yeah. So we'll be okay. We're feeling strong, but at the end of the day, the miles go really slow. So we're just gonna keep pressing along here. Well, all right, hike on. All right, well, we just hiked up, at least initially, out of that uphill, and we're in a super beautiful meadow. It has been tromped down by cattle. You can totally tell. I'll catch up to you. And yes, that's what we were down in that valley. It's probably the darkest cloud we've seen today. but it's like 3 o'clock. I don't think we're gonna get any rain today, unless it's an evening rain. Oh wow, look at this meadow. Woo! Nice. Woo! Super nice. What's our elevation here? I have about 11.4. Something like that. 11.3, 11.4. 11.2, that's probably right. Super nice meadow walk. They had us kind of go around it a little bit instead of straight through the middle, which I really don't get because, you know, the cows are just destroying the trail and everything. So I don't really understand meadow management, but it's really beautiful. There's like meadows to the side and kind of above us, and it's really nice. Woo! All right. Big Bend Trail, Long Branch. See, we got cows all around us here. And a ton of them in the meadow just to our left there. Ooh, now we're able to see a little bit more where we came from, where we think we came from. We have no idea. And more. It's quite a meadow scene. Yeah. Woo! You can see a lot more up here. Oh wow, even the big ones in the back. You see those gnarly ones?
Yep.
Woo! Those are big.
Another cow up there. I was not expecting to see a cow with horns.
Yeah, I did not expect to see a cow with horns.
Like, great, there's a chance I can get gourded while I'm up here.
Hopefully not. There's more cows in front of us?
I just saw one.
Oh yeah, right there. Yeah. Coming to a sign, and
That was hard.
that was hard. There's a little pond down there. It was hard because we had to navigate all the animals.
Well, and the ground is so lumpy.
Yeah, super lumpy. Yeah.
I wonder what that is, a giant, some sort of mine thing?
It looks like a mine or something. I'll get a little close up here as you go around here. See some of those really just massive mountains. Yeah, it looks like some kind of a mine.
They just like scrape the side.
Yeah, that doesn't look natural.
Looks like it's raining in those mountains over there.
Yeah, they're getting the afternoon rain. Hopefully we won't get that. And then across, there's a big valley there. You can see across, there's a whole another range of mountains there. Whew. Maybe we were over there, I don't know. Who knows? There's a lot more than just this trail, that's for sure. So we've been hiking just this meadow after meadow here. Just keeps going. Be great places to camp on the edges here all over, but we haven't gone far enough though. We want to go 18. And we've gone just over 16. So we got a couple more miles to go. It's just about 350. So we'll be at camp by 5 unless we start to drop and it gets slanted, and then we got to find a campsite, which weirdly that happens a lot. So, but you can see just how beautiful these meadows are. I've never seen anything like this before. It's like just giant pasture land. It's just really wild. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, we're back. We're off of the big, I don't know, small rock road, which is just brutal on the ankles and everything. Super thankful for that. We've been walking on that even in the meadows and for a while, so our ankles and legs are really tired. We still got another couple miles. or so. So I was looking down this road here, admiring the road, the trail, and I saw a bunch of animals moving from my right, kind of like left through the trees, and they were moving like fast. They weren't cows, but I couldn't see them. So either some boundary, either deer, elk, or there was pronghorn out in the valley on the way to what was that? Our drop off.
Oh, did
Monarch Pass, yeah. So I don't know. There's a herd of something. Too bad we didn't see them. But man, they were like moving through the trees really smooth. Yeah, look at that. That looks fake. They're like cobblestone.
No, it's almost like it's almost like fossilized mud.
It's weird, yeah. We don't think that's concrete. We think that's actual rock because we see it all over right here. I mean, just not just here, but on the side of the outside of the road here. Interesting. I saw some rock earlier today that looked like pumice. There was a lot of it on the trail. So I thought, oh, pumice, okay, but it was actually like granite. So it wasn't. It was heavier, and it didn't. It looked like it was porous, but the porous was actually like the dark kind of part of the granite, so it kind of fooled me. So what were you saying, G?
Well, there's some rock earlier that it almost looked like tile.
What's that?
Like housing tile.
Oh.
Like broken up tile.
Yeah.
Because it was like this.
Yeah.
But like thinner.
Ah.
And yeah. Just like, what is this, like old pottery? No, it's just artifacts.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's all over here. So that's just dirtier. Interesting. Yeah, so we're back on a rock road here, which is not optimal for our feet at 4:30. Yeah. All right, made it to our campsite. We have the official 18.1 miles. So we exceeded our goal. Gabrielle wanted to go,
I really wanted to get 18 and a half for some reason.
I am tired. My back is tired. Everything's tired. So I got some liquid IV here. So I've never seen that foam before. I'm hoping that's not because we're drinking cow pee. It did have last time I just drank it because there's nothing in it, just to filter water. It had a kind of a funky aftertaste. And it wasn't just iron in the water. So hopefully this will cover it up, whatever it is. Okay, this is our spot right here. That's what we're gonna be looking at. There's plenty of places. See if I can do a really cool little turn here.
Except it's rocky.
That's why we have Tyvek and pads. Yeah, so.
Oh, that was nice. Just like lean back on my tailbone.
Oh, I'm gonna do some of that. So the other cool thing, the trail is just like, it's literally just like right here kind of thing. So we'll be able to spot anybody who walks by, keep track of, what's going on the Colorado Trail.
People will pass us.
They'll pass us. Oh, they will.
Yeah.
Yeah, the double stack will pass us.
Oh yeah.
He's probably
only like 20 minutes behind us.
Yeah. I hope I get to talk to him some more. I want to find out more about just his life and how him and his wife, how they work the whole thru-hiking thing and all that. So I'm very curious about that. All right, we're kind of getting ready for dinner. Got our tent set up. And Gabriel's kind of getting food ready for tomorrow. I'm going to do the same thing. We just had double stack was here. And they stopped by probably for, I don't know, half hour. He stretched and we just talked. So I gave him my name and phone number and all that. And maybe him and his wife will stop by and visit Katrina and I. We're hoping that'll happen. So they're thinking about moving back to Oregon. He knows the area really, really well. So.
Close by to actually where I live.
Yeah, super nice guy. Yeah, so sun's warm, shade's cool. So we're gonna get going with our meal here soon. But it's gonna be a great night.
Tomorrow's food ready.
Dude, man, see, I'm just chatting it up and everything. Gabrielle's like working.
Being productive while chatting.
Yeah, not me. I'm listening. All right, hey, welcome to day 21,
Yep.
correct? Days are starting to get even more difficult to remember, so tomorrow's day 22.
Tomorrow will be our longest day on trail, and we should hit 300 miles.
Nice. That's awesome. Wow, looks like I got some sun today.
Well, you didn't put sunscreen on until later.
Yeah, I'm going for the stylish look. What's the elevation? So I got confused with all the elevation
So we are
stuff.
currently at like 11,200
Okay, currently 200.
currently, and then our high today was a little over 11,700.
That's pretty cool. We got close to 12.
Yeah, but we basically kind of hung around because I think we started around 11,300, and then we went up to like 6.
Yeah.
And then down.
It was
to
around
like
11.5 kind of thing.
And then
up and down.
like, yeah.
Yeah, we went up and down. I was surprised how high we went. What was the high point when we were with the cows, the cow meadows?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was where we were like slowly going up. We didn't even know it. I looked at my watch. I'm like, holy cow, we're over like 11,000 feet or something.
Yeah. So.
It was great. All right. Oh, let's do our stats first. Yeah, there are some clouds coming in around us a little bit, but I don't know if it's going to rain or not, but we got to be ready. I'm not going to put the vestibules down though.
No, I'm not.
No. Okay. Oh, I can't read that with my glasses on.
Oh, all right. We've got, where are your steps? You have 39,000 steps.
39,000.
Yep. And then
that's good.
3,649 calories.
Woo! 36, 3,600. That's pretty good.
I also have 39,000 steps. I'm almost at 40,000 steps.
Wow.
I didn't use.
You didn't use trekking poles at all today.
I used it for after lunch.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
And then calories, I have 3,400.
Nice. Good day's work. So we did 18.1 miles.
Yeah.
Which was good. Deborah wanted a little more.
I wanted to do more.
There's a reason we want to make sure we do this because
we want to get into Lake City with like they have like more of like a shuttle thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, we can still get a hitch if we aren't there in time. Yeah. But obviously, it's easier. So I would rather us not have more than like 13 miles to do.
Oh yeah, that makes a hard day.
We need to do more like 19 tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, 19, 20. It'd be great if we can hit 20.
Yeah.
Today was just the trail was it was steep up or down, although there was a lot of hard down. It was just more the boulders on the
boulders,
the small, the rocks are this big that you can't step on.
When we were in the meadows with the cows, it took more time.
Yes.
Because you're weaving in and out because there's babies and mamas, so you can't really.
Yeah, I didn't video. There was one. There were like 3 really young ones just kind of laying around.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and then and so you weren't really on trail because you were trying to make sure that you were giving them plenty of space.
Yeah.
And then off trail was super like lumpy because the cows are walking through it.
Yeah, the cows just they think people destroy meadows. The cows just destroy the meadows, man. Yeah. I guess they fertilize it too, but man, it's totally bumpy. There's mud stuff. There's when they step, they can just sink really deep into the ground.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
So that was.
But anyway.
I feel like that, and then my ankles were just really tired.
Yeah.
And feet. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're gonna have more cow land ahead of us.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really beautiful to walk through. How about that meadows?
I mean, the meadows were pretty.
They just kept going forever.
Yeah.
Further than you could see. Every time we went over another ridge, there was another set of meadows. It was amazing.
And then, like, our shoulders were really tired just because we had long water carry, which we're still in the middle of.
Yeah. So our shoulders were tired, which is really good. Is it double stack?
Yeah, I think so.
Anyways, super great guy. We talked with him for a while. Oh, I talked about him earlier. Yeah. But he said, his shoulders were tired too. I'm like, oh, good.
Good.
It makes me feel better. Yeah, because he's really cruising. So, all right, explain the water carry because it's actually very important.
Well, yeah. So we got 12 miles basically in between the two sources, and we're camped 4 miles away from one. And then 8 miles away from the other one. So
it was only 4, huh?
Yeah, we only did 4.
That was a long 4 miles because of the stinking cows.
Yeah.
So we got to do just over 8 miles
to get to the water.
to water.
And it's not even going to be like a fantastic flowing source either.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it takes, what they say, 45 seconds to fill up a liter bottle.
Yeah, something like that. And then, like, sources, there's one source after that says, like, oh, beware, there's cows in the area.
It's like there's cows everywhere.
Like, well, okay.
Our water does taste a little funky.
Yeah, I loaded up 2 miles before on a lot of the water.
On the better water?
Yeah, on the better water.
I didn't do that.
And then I probably only had like an extra 3/4 of a liter of the weird iffy water.
Oh, that's good. That's good for you.
Yeah. So
if I start puking in the middle of the night, run around with diarrhea, then we'll know why. No, the filters they don't filter the taste, but they filter all the whatever the bad stuff is. They should take care of that.
But yeah,
so that means basically it's like after breakfast, or breakfast on the trail kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's not going to be just 4 miles, so it's significant. I probably have over a liter.
Yeah,
8 miles. That's.
I probably have close to 1.5 liters.
That's a stretch. 8 miles, but we'll be in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be careful. I'll have to be careful about the water. You have plenty of water. I don't want to start weaseling your water. But there could be other little stream. We've crossed little tiny streams and stuff.
It could
be, but we can't count on that though.
It's probably gonna be cowy too.
Yeah, cowy.
Yeah. Or if you get really desperate, you can get one of the giant mud puddles.
Yeah, we passed some really good mud puddles. We could have done that.
We could have done that. So.
Yeah, we passed. It's very active mountain biking, like with packs and stuff that they're camping and moving. So this is probably the most active, I think, of
the days.
people.
We've seen a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot. That's a pretty popular spot right here.
People must start from Monarch Pass. Maybe?
Yeah, because they get up super high. Yeah,
and then you cruise down
to wherever, a Creator or something.
I don't know.
I don't know where they go. Anyways, but they go somewhere. Yeah. So what was the highlight? The Meadows was one of the highlights for me. Actually, meeting all the people. We got to meet a lot. We're kind of back and forth with a few people. The two fast guys, I think, are gonna pass us though.
Yeah.
So although we'll see them at Sunday at church.
Well, we'll see the one guy.
Yeah, for sure.
At church, and then the other guys. The one, he's going into Crete, so he's not going to go into Lake City.
Yeah, he lives in Crete.
So, but if he double zeros, we could see him.
Yeah, which would be cool. He's a super high energy guy.
But then the other guy, he has like a harder deadline, so we're not doing
Quinn, right?
Yeah, Quinn. We're not doing 25 miles a day.
No, we find out he's 23. He's got a lot of energy. He's in incredible shape. He must do.
He looks like an ultra runner.
He does. I should ask him if I see him tomorrow. I'll ask him if he does other stuff because he's got to do something. Yeah, and this is his first thru-hike. He said.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. But he lives in Durango.
Yeah, he's walking home.
Yeah, he literally is gonna walk off the trail.
I think he said he lives like 2 miles away from the trailhead. So
I'm like, well, where's the emotional, kind of what detox or whatever you want to call it? What do you call when you come back from someplace? It's not detox. It's more of I don't know. Like you come back from war or something. You gotta reassimilate into society kind of thing. Because it's hard. Even when we zero, or even at that Monarch Pass, we were in that was the time where the day where the wind and the clouds are just blowing like crazy and stuff. I mean, it was super intense, and we didn't know if we were going to get lightning or any thunder and all that, but we didn't, thankfully.
We didn't get lightning.
Yeah.
Well, sort of.
There was some thunder, right, in the distance?
There was tons of thunder around us.
I don't remember
there was thunder everywhere.
No, this is when we got out of Hunt Lake, that area. Before we got to Monarch Pass.
Before Monarch Pass and after.
Yeah, because that could have been, that could have been crazy, right? We just didn't know. But my point is that, you go through all that, you walk into a shopping place where they actually have bathrooms where you wash your hands, you order food and they get you your food. It's nice, warm, and cozy. And people have no idea just what you experience. Or if you talk to people that aren't backpacking, they don't even know what to ask you, and you don't know what to tell them.
No,
It's really kind of weird.
My favorite was so when we got to Monarch Pass,
Mm-hmm.
there was also a tour bus full of like
I
old
did.
like senior citizens.
I did not see that. They were my age, basically.
They were older.
They're older. Okay.
Yeah, no,
I am a senior citizen.
we're talking like, you know,
I get
at
discounts.
least we're talking in like 70s probably.
Yeah.
So there are all these like older ladies in line for the bathroom with me and Mom, and
I saw that
and
line.
I just look, and I'm sure I didn't smell good.
They're like, what is going on with this kid? Yeah. Yeah, because
So-
anybody under 40 is a kid. Yeah. Yeah, so that's hard. And that's just one example. Okay, and then once you get used to that, then you get basically start hiking again. And they're like, that's weird. It takes you a couple nights to get into it. So it's an interesting thing.
It was rougher yesterday just because like you're coming from like, oh, sunshine, like hanging out in the grass, relaxing with Mom.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, rain, thunder,
Cold.
like hiding in your tent and you're cold.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm so happy to be out here.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, man, we really got on a tangent there.
Yeah.
But that's a real life tangent, though. That's something you got to deal with. Yeah, a lot happened today, though, right?
Yeah, then we were going through the cow fields.
Yeah, the cow field, but that was after lunch. What happened before lunch? I don't remember.
Well, we hiked to like a breakfast kind of spot to like dry out our tents.
Oh,
a
yeah,
little
that's where we
bit.
met the couple from Australia.
Yeah.
That was awesome. They're around here somewhere.
Yeah. Well, we started our day late because we took a lot of time to get out of our tents because it was cold.
Yeah, but it was 7 o'clock, but we did lose that. Tomorrow we need to get out earlier, right?
Yeah.
We want to get out earlier.
Well, yeah. If we want to make the miles. that
I'd
we need
love to hit 20 if we can.
Yeah.
That would be cool because we haven't done that. We've done 19 point something.
19.5
Yeah,
is the highest.
we haven't
we've
hit
done.
20 yet. So to do 20s, a couple 20s in a row, that would
And
be
like
pretty
this
cool.
is kind of the area to do it
To do
without
it.
destroying yourself.
Yeah, there's no
So
passes.
yeah, if we can do that, it'd be fantastic. But yeah, then it was just kind of like you went up. The good thing about because there were like some steeper uphills, but you could see the end,
Yeah,
and it wasn't that far away. So you could be like, okay, well I can push it here, and then it flattened out, and you're like,
yeah. Yeah, we did. We got to cruise a little bit, but because of the rocks in the trail, like for me, I really had to concentrate.
yeah, there wasn't any like free flowing mind thinking.
Right, which I was expecting, and that was the other thing we talked about. When you look at the map, and you look at the topography,
Topographical, yeah. You're
and
like,
you have these expectations. You say, okay, that's what it's going to be like, and you just frame this world view of the hike, and it's like never been like that.
yeah.
And so you're like, oh.
Or you go off of what other people have said.
Yeah, and
Like,
it's
it
like,
wasn't
and so
like that.
it's hard, and so for me, I have to change. I got to change. Like you just have to be thankful for what the trail gives you,
Yeah.
and the weather gives you, and you just like embrace it and say, this is awesome because this is like reality. Okay,
Yeah.
there's no like
Yeah, you
AI or this.
You can
okay?
have like a short little pity party.
Yeah.
And then it's time to get over it.
You
So
know,
you can
and you
still
embrace
enjoy
it.
it.
Yeah, you embrace it for what it actually really is.
Yeah, 'cause there are
instead of
plenty of
trying to turn
people-
it into your own thing.
There are a lot of people complaining about mountain bikes, or because they also allowed like motorized bikes.
Yeah.
And like, oh, they're ripping up the trail. I'm like, well, it's also a lot of water erosion because the trail is going straight down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, stuff like that. It maybe not even S
Not
turns
even S
today.
turns. It was
It
just
was
straight
just like
down.
straight down. Like what is that?
And like the water is nowhere to go.
Yeah,
and
it's
it
rained a lot.
rained really heavily recently.
Yeah. So every trail. This is so different than any trail we've ever done.
Yeah.
So the expectations are, what it's been at Tahoe, what it's been, John Muir, and just like parts of the PCT. That's kind of the expectation I brought into this. Other than I expected the big open fields, but I expected them to be like dry without boulders and all this other stuff.
Yeah, less. Well, because
Yeah.
since we're on like the Continental Divide Trail, you're on a lot of like old Jeep roads,
Yeah.
which are rocky and
yeah.
old.
Yeah, so this truly is a series of connected trails. So it's
Yeah.
when I said I kind of feel like it's connected the dots, that was more about just daily you got to figure stuff out because it's you just don't know, and it's too much to do ahead of time. It's overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of it is truly, it is connecting like roads.
The like trail association, because you can tell like
Mm-hmm.
they're putting in new sections.
Yeah.
So I think their like overall plan is to create more like actual trails in the long run.
Yeah.
But right now a lot of it is, at least in like these kind of sections, it's just a lot of like old trails, old Jeep trails.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of like the reality. You know, everybody wants to be outside, but in different ways.
Yeah, they do. They really, want your glass house and the outside, so you're in touch with nature. Well, open up the door. Open up the vestibule.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was a good day, very different day. Yeah, I was glad that we didn't get rained on. I'm really stoked. It shouldn't be
nice.
pouring tonight.
It was weird, like being in the hot sun after lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Hiking uphill.
I actually put the sunscreen on today.
Yeah, it was kind of like, oh, I forgot what it feels like to like be like hot in the sun.
I know. And that sounds weird because it's August.
Yeah.
Second week in August.
But it's been like probably like a week since we've had that.
Yeah, I bought extra sunscreen when we left Twin Lakes. I used it like one day, like half a day. That's it. So Mom bought.
You did buy it. You got it out of a hiker box.
I got a hiker box, yeah. Katrina brought another one for me, anticipating that I'm going to need it because I asked her to bring it, and I still take it back home because I don't
You'll
need it.
probably need it.
I'll need it later, but then I'll just get one, in wherever we're going to resupply. So
They probably won't have what you want.
that's okay. I'll just rub zinc oxide over my body or something. I don't know, whatever.
That's what I do.
Or some mud. Do it the animal way. Anyways, anything else about today?
Nope, I'm ready to take some ibuprofen.
Oh yeah, she was using that earlier. So yeah, my I'm sore today.
Yeah, my ankle. It's like all the ligaments and tendons around my ankles are just tired.
It is day 1.5, so that's still though. I'm surprised I feel better.
Like I'm day 21. I feel like I should feel better.
It's just that it's the food. We gotta
food and big
I
water.
gotta figure out how to eat less on the trail or something.
I don't think that's
That's
healthy,
gonna
Dad.
happen though. Yeah.
Because you're gonna lose too much weight.
I don't know.
That's unhealthy.
Yeah.
It's not good for us.
All right, so that's it for day 21. So good night from Craig and Gabrielle, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 22.